The illegal migration crisis in Britain has reached a new dangerous level because the debate is no longer just about the burden on public services or cultural integration. It's actually about national security. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually going to be slightly frustrating for me to talk about. I've been warning about this for a few years now, especially since 2020 when the small boats start to happen more regularly. And 2020 was crazy. 2021 went up. This year is completely out of control. And I can assure you, in 2023, if it's not eliminated, I don't really care if they flatline the numbers, the Tories will be out of government. And the Labour Party have no plan. They don't really care about that. But now, what I've been warning about is actually about our national security. I've been saying that the concern that people have in this country when it comes to the illegal migration, and it's not just the boats, but the boats, of course, magnified the problem, is not really just about, lack of integration. These people are just cheating the system. It's actually about criminals. We literally have Interpol confirming that they have a wanted list. There are so many, a number of international criminals who have now essentially entered Britain easily and freely. Now, of course, the Home Office and the police are trying to be on top of it. They're trying to catch them, try to deport them. That's a whole different problem, of course, but why would you even allow them to easily cross the border? Why do you have to create more problems and more bureaucracy for yourself? Like, you don't have to deal with the paperwork. You don't have to deal with chasing these criminals if you don't get them to come here in the first place. I don't understand this problem. Why there's absolutely no appetite right now. Now, this is actually thanks to the Mail who brought this to our attention. But again, despite the fact that the Mail have talked about this, there's nothing really about this in the media. They revealed that the Interpol's most wanted criminals are actually among the Channel migrants landing on Britain's beaches. Yep, with 80 of them arriving in Dover undetected in one day last month. 80 of these criminals, amongst all the others as well. So let alone, there's a whole different problem with all the others who are cheating the system and skipping the queue. But then you have actual criminals. Again, this is different to the normal Albanian people smugglers and people who come here and become drug dealers or do other stuff and modern slavery. These are the worst ones. These are literally on Interpol's most wanted list. Now, wanted individuals subject to red notices have finally been identified among the people on these boats. Now, immigration offenders previously deported have also re-entered the country. What? So there were already criminals here. Somehow, finally, we managed to get rid of them. They came back. So, clearly, deportation is also not really an option anymore, whilst the doors are still open. What is the point of catching them, trying our best to deport them, if you could actually manage to defeat the left-wing lawyers with their human rights laws, which again is just basically being taken advantage of to keep the criminals here. We send them out, then they go on the next boat and come back in here. So even if we turn the boats around, they're going to come back. You have to have complete deterrence. You have to have complete blockage of the whole immigration system. I keep saying this right now. We have to go radical. Stop all immigration until we sort out the problem. You need to go negative immigration for a while. We have too many people here that do not have to be here. Get rid of them first. And then if you want to be less trust and say, well, we need economic migration. Sort out the problem in your house first. And then see what you need and bring people. If you need 5 doctors from Canada or India, you vet them, you bring in a controlled number and sort it out if you have to. Otherwise, stop all immigration now, immediately, and go negative immigration. You have to do it. Oh, I think apparently that's controversial to say. Oh, guess what? I don't care, because I care about this country and I care about the values of this nation. We've been way too welcoming, we've been way too generous, and it's now coming back and bite us in the backside. Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for all the support. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi and we are the media.